Well, hello, First Pres Maumee church family and friends. You know, it was a year ago this week that our life got turned upside down. At least those of us who were seeking to lead here in the life of the church, but certainly all of us, as we begun to comprehend the news of the coronavirus and what that would mean for our life together. It was this week that I spent some sleepless nights asking the question, should we cancel worship? Can we gather together in the sanctuary? What will this mean for our life together? Surely this wouldn't impact Easter, would it? Well, we ended up holding service here in the sanctuary for the last time for quite a while on March 15, 2020. That service was also the first live stream worship service that we offered, though I think we did it upside down, if you can remember, over Facebook, because we were so new to using that technology. It has been a long year, but I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful for the way we have walked together through these challenging times. I'm grateful for your faithfulness, for your love for one another, for your grace with me and others who were trying to make decisions in the best interests of the whole congregation. And now, a year later, I'm really grateful for the signs of hope we are seeing, and for the return of some of you, as you have been vaccinated and are now coming back to join us in person for worship. Boy, that caught me a little by surprise when a couple of Sundays ago I was in the parking lot and some of you drove in. I hadn't seen you in a year, and my heart skipped a beat, and I was more emotional than I expected to be. It is so good to see some of you returning, and I'm grateful for the day when all of us are able to return and be together again. As more and more of you are being vaccinated and more of you feel like it is safe and right for your family to return, I would encourage you to do so. We continue to have the two services, 9 and 10:45, and just a little cue, the 10:45 is actually getting a little full. The 9 o'clock still has plenty of space. Of course, the pews continue to be roped off, and so we're really trying to spread out in the sanctuary. With that in mind, I really want to commend you as well for following the protocols that we have set up. I think this past Sunday, 100% of everybody who was with us was wearing a mask, was sitting where they should be, was trying to honor and love one another. And again, that's not because we all agree about the protocols and what should be done and the politics of this whole thing. As we've said from the very beginning, your following these protocols is an act of love for God and for one another. For when you do that, you are enabling some who are a little more concerned than maybe you are to return to worship, because they have an assurance that the right measures are being taken to foster a safe experience. So I commend you for doing it, and I encourage you to keep it up. Keep wearing the mask. Keep sitting where you're supposed to. Carry the conversations as much as you can outside into the parking lot instead of gathering in groups here in the life of the church. I think we're nearing the end, but we need to keep up these measures for a little while more. With the end in mind, we will be gathering again with something we called the Return to Campus team. When this all started, we appointed a team of select staff members and elders to help think through the questions of how will we gather, when will we gather, what would that look like, what are the policies, what are the procedures, what are the benchmarks we're looking for so that we could communicate clearly. That team has not met in a while, but I'll be gathering them together very, very soon in the hopes of sharing with you some of what we are expecting in the months to come so that we can offer clarity about how we will go about life together. But until then, again, just thanks for loving one another, and in so doing, loving God in the way that we are sharing life during this very challenging time. I just feel so blessed to be your pastor and to be leading this community. And I really feel like God has been honored in this congregation as we've walked through this time together. So maybe I'll see you Sunday. If not in here, certainly online. And may God be glorified in all we share together. Take care, everyone.